Hello, my name is Jalen Abraham. I am a benefits counselor in the Central Benefits Office located on the Columbia campus. We will discuss the benefits enrollment process with new employees, transfers, return to work retirees, core, and supplemental benefits. Let us discuss the retirement eligibility and enrollment process. All paid employees, except student employees, are eligible for state retirement benefits. PEBA will send an enrollment email to either your personal or work email. Please check your spam or junk boxes. Certain employees may opt out of state retirement by electing non-membership. Election of non-membership must be exercised within 30 days of initial eligibility. If election of non-membership is not exercised within the 30 days, or if no retirement program is selected within the 30 days, you will be automatically enrolled into the SCRS or PORS, whichever is applicable, retirement system, which is irrevocable. If you are not sure about your retirement eligibility, please contact your campus benefits office. Now, let us turn our focus to the insurance enrollment process. The following types of employees are eligible for state and supplemental insurance benefits: full-time FTE faculty and staff, research grant, and time-limited positions scheduled to work 30 standard hours or more per week. Full-time variable hour employees deemed eligible under the Affordable Care Act, who average 130 or more hours per month over a specific measurement period. Part-time FTE faculty and staff scheduled to work at least 20 standard hours per week. Part-time research grant and time-limited faculty and staff scheduled to work at least 20 standard hours per week as per grant funding or project funding and the employee's research grant or time-limited employment agreement. Temporary employees who are scheduled to work 30 standard hours or more per week in a single position. Part-time research grant and time-limited faculty and staff scheduled to work at least 20 standard hours per week, as per grant or project funding and the employee's research grant time-limited employment agreement. Temporary employees who are scheduled to work 30 standard hours or more per week in a single position. Temporary employees who are scheduled to work 30 standard hours or more per week in a single position. Temporary employees hired into multiple positions are evaluated for eligibility on their earliest hire date and annually thereafter. If you are not sure about your insurance eligibility, please contact your campus benefits office. Eligible employees may refuse or enroll in state insurance benefits within 31 days of their date of hire. Enrollment into insurance benefits or refusal of insurance benefits is initiated through the university's HR payroll system and employee self-service. You will receive an email notification to get you started. Click on the link to access the benefits e-form. USC username and password to log into PeopleSoft. Please check your spam and junk folders for the email. If you do not complete enrollment documentation within 31 days of your hire, you will miss your opportunity for initial enrollment. Your next opportunity to enroll in core benefits administered by PEBA will be during the October 1st to 31st open enrollment period or due to a qualifying life event, whichever occurs first. After this initial enrollment, your insurance benefits will be managed and renewed using PEBA's My Benefits online enrollment system. Follow these instructions to set up a new My Benefits account. Your core benefits options consist of the following benefits: health insurance, dental insurance, vision care, life insurance, long-term disability insurance, and the Money Plus Flexible Benefits Program. Now we are going to demonstrate how to complete the benefits e-form in PeopleSoft. Once you are logged into PeopleSoft, you will see the employee self-service page. From here, you can review your payroll information and personal details. Click the Employee Self-Service drop-down button. From the list displayed, select My Homepage. Click the Benefits Enrollment homepage tile. The Benefits Enrollment page is where you can. The Submit Initial Benefits eForm tab is for the initial enrollment in state insurance benefits. Please note, subsequent changes to state insurance benefits during open enrollment and certain special eligibility situations must be submitted through My Benefits, South Carolina PBA's online enrollment system. The View Benefits eForms tab will show existing forms. Your benefits enrollment form should open automatically when you click on the link. If you do not see a form or have any difficulty completing the form, contact your campus benefits administrator for assistance. Before you can enter your elections, there are a series of questions you must answer in the Special Circumstances section of the page, if applicable. Your responses to each question will dynamically change the display on the page. Each question is tied to a slider bar. The default position on each is No. Clicking the slider bar will toggle between the yes and no responses. In some cases, your response will require you to provide additional documentation as part of your enrollment. The next steps will walk you through each question and demonstrate the dynamic page display changes. Please be sure you have the required documentation before moving on to the next page. You can save your data entry at any point using the button at the bottom of each page of the form. Question 1. If you or your dependents are enrolled in Medicare, click the response button applicable. To question 1, then enter a yes or no response. If you selected yes, the Employee Medicare Declaration section will become visible under question 4. Follow the instructions in this section and be prepared to attach the applicable documentation to the last page of the form. Question 2. If you are transferring to USC from another South Carolina PBA participating employer, click the response button applicable to question 2, then enter a yes or no response. If you select the yes, the Interagency Transfer Info section will become visible under question 4. Please confirm with your former employer that your terminated benefits were transferred to USC. Also, download the Employee Transfer Form and ask your former employer to complete and return it to benefits@mailbox.sc.edu immediately. Now, save the Benefits eForm and contact your campus benefits office for more information. Question 3. If you are retired from the state of South Carolina and returning to active employment, click the response button applicable to question 3, then enter a yes or no response. The State of South Carolina Retiree section is now visible under question 4. If you selected yes, save the form and contact your campus benefits office. You will receive an email notification with valuable information for working retirees. Questions 4 and 5. If you are returning to state employment and have subsequently changed your legal name since leaving the employment, click the response button applicable to question 4, then enter a yes or no response. Select yes only if you have not already submitted a name change to PBA. The PBA name change section will become visible. South Carolina PBA employees requires that your name at USC matches their records. Therefore, this form will update their system. You will follow the instructions in this section to complete PBA's name address change form. Coverage elect date represents the date when the Benefits eForm was first initiated in PeopleSoft. Deduction begin date is the first day that a specific deduction will be taken from the employee's paycheck. Each type of deduction may have a different deduction begin date. Coverage begin date is the first day that the employee and his enrolled dependents are covered under a USC benefit plan. Rehire date is the date that the employee was either hired or rehired. There are 2 questions under the Dependents Beneficiary section that you must answer. Question 1. Will you be covering dependents or designating a beneficiary? Please select yes or no. Please note, you must list a beneficiary if you elect health insurance and/or optional life insurance. Question 2. A spouse or child of an eligible foreign national employee may be added to health, dental, vision, and dependent life coverage within 30 days of arrival in the United States. Will you be covering a foreign national dependent without a social security number at this time? Please select yes or no. If you are refusing all coverages or not adding coverage which requires a beneficiary, click no, then next. If you responded yes to the List Dependents Beneficiaries question, list all children to be covered in health, dental, vision, and/or dependent life insurance, and/or to be listed as the beneficiary. Always list spouse if married. You will be required to attach dependent documentation at the end of this form. Refer to the Enrollment Documentation Worksheet for acceptable documentation. Be sure to select the appropriate value for dependent beneficiary type. Options include both an individual who is a dependent and a beneficiary. Dependent, an individual who is an eligible dependent to be covered in benefits only, will also not be designated as a primary or a contingent beneficiary for life insurance benefits. Beneficiary, only a beneficiary, but not also be covered in benefits. Special instructions. If beneficiary is an estate or trust, the name of the estate or trust must be entered in the first name and last name fields as follows. First name, estate or trust of. Last name, name of the estate or trust. Please note, PEBA is the system of record for beneficiaries, and beneficiary information will not be updated in PeopleSoft. Add new rows within the section as needed. Complete all fields as applicable for each person added. If you select yes to the non-U.S. citizen question, a warning message will appear directing you to complete your enrollment by contacting the benefits office at 803-777-6650 if you work on the Columbia campus, or to contact your campus administrator in HR. However, if your non-U.S. citizen dependent has a U.S. Social Security number, you can unclick yes and leave the selection at no and proceed with the remainder of the form. If you answer yes to the question, does PEBA insurance benefits already cover your spouse, a warning message will appear directing you to return to the dependent beneficiaries list to change the dependent type to beneficiary. The next steps will walk you through the process of enrolling in the various types of USC provided benefits. In this example, the employee does not have any dependents. The pre-tax group insurance premium feature program allows you to pay for insurance premiums before taxes come out of your paycheck for health, dental, vision, and up to $50,000 of optional life insurance coverage. Select a premium option from the drop-down menu. Click in the coverage election field to select elect or refuse. Benefit plan names use a consistent naming convention. The first characters indicate the number of months for which the employee is paid during the year, 9 or 12, and consequently the number of pay periods, 24 or 18. If the benefit is provided on a pre-tax basis, the next character will be a P, followed by an underscore. If it is provided on a post-tax basis, there is no character, just an underscore. The last portion of the name may represent the vendor's name, the benefit coverage level, or another abbreviation chosen by USC. For example, 12P_BB is a medical plan option for an employee paid over 12 months who elects to participate in the pre-tax benefit plan. 12_BB represents the same benefit plan elected on a post-tax basis. Click on the Lookup Benefit Plan box. From the Lookup menu, you will select a health plan. The benefits plan will be displayed on the Benefits Enrollment Medical Plan page. To add dependents, simply change the response to yes. In this example, the employee wanted enrollee-only health coverage. State health plan subscribers who use tobacco or cover dependents who use tobacco will pay a $40 per month premium for employee-only coverage and $60 for other levels of coverage. From the tobacco user premium list, select non-tobacco user or tobacco user premium. Your election will be displayed on the tobacco homepage. On the Benefits Enrollment Dental page, click on the Coverage Election field. From the list displayed, select Elect or Refuse coverage. If you elect Basic Dental coverage, select the benefit plan. Dental Plus is a supplemental plan to the Basic Dental plan. Click in the Coverage Election field. From the list displayed, select Elect or Refuse coverage. You will see your selection populated in the Coverage Election box. If you choose to enroll in the Dental Plus plan type, you must cover the same people listed as your dependents under the Dental Plan Type election. This is a PBA requirement. To add dependents, simply change the response to Yes. In this example, the employee only wishes to add their spouse to the dental coverage. This screen shows how you can edit the form at any time before it is finalized. Dental Plus was previously selected. Now we are going to select Refuse. Click in the Coverage Election field. From the list displayed, select Elect or Refuse coverage. Select the benefit plan if you elected coverage. Select the coverage code and dependent coverage. To add dependents, simply change the response to Yes. In this example, the employee would like to add their dependents to the vision plan. Optional life insurance. You can elect coverage in $10,000 increments up to 3 times your basic annual earnings, rounded down to the nearest 10,000, or up to 500,000, whichever is less, without providing any medical evidence. After completing your e-form, you can apply for a higher benefit level in increments of $10,000 up to a maximum of $500,000 by requesting an electronic statement of health form from your campus benefits administrator. Click in the Coverage Elect field. From the list displayed, select Elect or Refuse. Elect a benefit plan and election amount if you selected Elect. The guaranteed amount is the amount you may choose without medical evidence of good health. Now it is time to select the beneficiaries. You can change your beneficiaries at any time unless you have given up this right. If you have no eligible beneficiary's name, death benefits will be paid to your estate, your lawful spouse, your natural or legally adopted child or children, your parents, or your siblings. The total percent of the primary beneficiary must equal 100%. The total percent for the contingent beneficiary must equal 0 or 100%. Click the Look Up Benefit Plan button to select the coverage level. The total percent for the primary beneficiary must equal 100%. The total percent for the contingent beneficiary must equal 0 or 100%. The form cannot be finalized until the information is correct. Enter the desired percentage amount for each beneficiary you listed. The Dependent Life Spouse option is only available if you enter information on the first page of the form for a person having a marital relationship with you. Click in the Coverage Election field to select Elect or Refuse. You may only elect up to $20,000 at this time. If you enroll in Optional Life, you may elect more than $20,000 in Dependent Life Spouse coverage with evidence of insurability, but no more than $100,000, and not to exceed 50% of your optional life coverage. This is subject to approval and requires separate evidence of insurability submission. Please contact your campus benefits administrator for assistance with the EOI process if you wish to elect more than $20,000. Click the Look Up Benefit Plan and select the plan. The benefit plan and coverage amount will be displayed. You are automatically the beneficiary of Dependent Life Spouse coverage. Dependent Life Child Benefit option is only available to you if you enter information on the first page of the form for a person having a child relationship with you. The set amount is $15,000. Click in the Coverage Election field to elect or refuse coverage. If you elect coverage, Elect will be displayed in the Coverage Election field. Now select the benefit plan. When you enroll in a USC provided medical plan, you are automatically enrolled in the basic life insurance plan type. You still need to select the benefit plan, enroll your beneficiaries, and designate the allocations to each beneficiary. The total percentage for the primary beneficiary must equal 100%. The total percent for the contingent beneficiary must equal 0 or 100%. For the basic life insurance plan, click in the percent of benefits field and enter 100. For the supplemental long-term disability, click on the coverage election field to elect or refuse coverage. If you elect coverage, elect will be displayed in the coverage election field. Now select the benefit plan. Click the lookup benefit plan and select the plan. The benefit plan selected will be displayed. If you are enrolled in a health plan, you are automatically enrolled in the basic long-term disability plan. Please click the next button. The university partners with Ward Services to offer the following voluntary plans: University Life or Long-Term Care Insurance, Short-Term Disability Insurance, Critical Illness and Cancer Insurance, Accident Insurance, Auto and Home Insurance. To learn more about and enroll in the USC Voluntary Benefits Supplemental Insurance Plans, click on the link or call 844-533-2022 to schedule an appointment within 30 days of your hire date. If you participate in spending accounts, monthly administrative fees are deducted from your paycheck. For more information, please refer to PEBA's Money Plus information page. A medical spending account allows you to pay eligible medical expenses not covered by insurance, including co-op payments and co-insurance with pre-tax income. The Internal Revenue Service sets these limits. Click on the coverage election field to elect or refuse coverage. If you elect coverage, enter the plan year total amount. The maximum annual contribution will be displayed for your convenience. If you elect this benefit, you must make an entry in the coverage election fields before proceeding. The plan year total amount for your MSA will be displayed. You are also eligible for a dependent care spending account. Click on the coverage election field to elect or refuse coverage. If you elect this benefit, you must enter the tax filing status and the plan year total amount. Click on the down arrow to view the options: married filing jointly, married filing separately, or single head of household. Your elections for the dependent care spending account will then be displayed. The next 3 slides will be a summary of the coverages that were elected or refused. Please review each coverage election and coverage amount to ensure that they are correct. It is especially important to review the spending account amounts as well. If electing to cover any listed dependents on the insurance plan, you're required to attach dependent documentation. Please refer to PEBA's Enrollment Documentation Worksheet for acceptable documentation. Select the documentation description. Your selection will be displayed. You will click Upload and a window will open. You will click on the My Device to retrieve the required documentation. Select the appropriate documentation from your file folder. Once a file has been selected, you will see Upload and Clear. You will select Upload. You will see the file appear under My Device. Click on the form to confirm that it is the correct documentation and it is legible. Then click on Done on the top right corner of the form. You will see a check mark under Attachment Uploaded. You must acknowledge your understanding of the forms, which is required. If you are satisfied with your elections, click Save. The e-form has been saved but not officially submitted to HR for review. Please be sure to choose your elections, select Next until you reach the final page that will allow you to select Submit. Your e-form is not officially complete until submitted. By saving the e-form, it will allow you to make changes. Please note that you have 31 days to enroll in benefits from your official date of hire. Failure to submit the e-form within the established time frame will cause the form to be withdrawn, and your next opportunity to enroll in benefits will be during the open enrollment period or within 31 days of a special eligibility event. You have successfully saved your e-form. The transaction log will show that the e-form has been saved, and you will see your response to the acknowledgement description. Editing insurance enrollments. We briefly demonstrated how to edit the e-form before it was saved. In the following example, we will illustrate how to change an election before submitting the e-form. To edit a medical plan, open the benefits e-form to confirm that yes is selected for list dependent beneficiaries and correct dependent child is listed before proceeding. Now, hit next until you reach the medical plan page. Change the no indicator to yes for the dependent child and click next until you reach the enrollment summary page to view the change. Open the benefits e-form to confirm that yes is selected for list dependent beneficiaries and the correct dependent child is listed before proceeding. Now hit next until you reach the medical plan page. Change the no indicator to yes for the dependent child and click next until you reach the enrollment summary plan page to view the change. Once you change the select dependent indicator to yes for the dependent who you are adding to coverage, you will see the coverage code change from 1 to 3 under the medical plan section. Click next until you reach the enrollment summary page to review the recent change to the medical plan. Please upload and acknowledge the proper documentation for the dependent. The benefits e-form is officially submitted. The step title will change to Initiated and Waiting on Approval. You will also see the acknowledgement for the additional documentation that was uploaded when the dependent was added to the medical coverage. Once the benefits e-form has been submitted, you will not be able to retrieve the form under Submit Initial Benefits e-form. To view the form, you will select View Benefits e-forms. Thank you for completing the benefits enrollment process.